Hello everyone, welcome to Fijian Investment Trader known as Fijian Traders. This is Mr. Singh. Plug Power, ticker symbol PLUG. What a week we had. On Friday, as I do the video on Friday on Plug Power, the market closed today at $3.33, and I know what a torture week we had because we created and higher lows, lower lows and lower highs and lower lows today and throughout the week. So are we done? Are we done actually with plug power in the downtrend? I don't think so. Did Even though it broke the key technical thing, but I don't think so. And why is the reason? I'm going to talk on the fundamental. I'm going to talk on the technical side as well. I am not going anywhere as well because this is one of the interesting stocks, and with the energy level, and it's just shifting. The sectors are shifting it slowly, but not a rapid pace. But I am fully confident how it's trending right now. But we're gonna talk on the fundamentals, right? We're gonna talk about the fundamentals of the company as well as we're going to talk on the technical side. So with further ado, let's talk about what Plug Power is been up to. Plug Power ambitious 2024 analysis highlights the electrolyzer expansion and hydrogen production efficiency. JP Morgan analysis Bill Pedersen hosted Plug Power CFO Paul Mellon and disclosed the 2024 outlook and the progress around the hydrogen production. Plug related the Diligence a guidance to deliver 15% of its annual revenue for the first quarter, assuming the 10% of the growth implied with 150 million of consensus of 186 million, indicating the first quarter estimates needed to be further down, says analysis. And that was one of the things that you'll see that so a pullback was been having it, but there's some other news as well. Analysis also writes Plug's revenue profile is expected to remain the second half weighted, given to a build-up of material handling customers ahead of the holiday season and the new product platforms launching to the commissioning through the qualification of this year. So a lot of growth happening, but the revenue level is going to be something to keep an eye because investors like to see the growth, the revenue. Both needs to be up high because if your growth level is not there and revenue is not making money, investors do intend to pull it, not invest their money in the companies like that where the stock price will dictate not moving efficiently, right? And we did have this pullback so to that too. So also Plug Power, I want to news that came out yesterday, actually on Thursday, was announced a $75 million boost for the Plug Power. Of the 94 million, the Plug Power received 75.57 million for two projects, and the two other companies are Innovations and Electron. There's two other also does on the energy power. With this federal funding, Plug Power and other cutting-edge companies are able to increase the production capacity and spark a new innovation to reach the new frontier of clean hydrogen manufacturing and research while supporting good-paying clean energy jobs and boosting the fight against the changing climate, which I said. Plug Power will see 75 million from the U.S. Department. We know they are looking for 1.6 billion dollar, right? And that is the loan they were looking at it, and which will getting in the small proportion like that. And I think this is heading to the right direction. Also, kind of cutting through on this one was the remaining of 30 million will go towards the meeting and cost goal of $80 per kilowatts for 100,000 heavy duty fuel systems by the 2030. So slowly the fundings are coming in. We knew they had to do some cost cutting as well. One was a resulted on that, but this is some growth level that we do want to hear on the Plug Power as doing it. Granted, not a week that we had on the stock price, absolutely. Mr. Kalium Hunt sticks to their buy rating of Plug Power. One of the top analysts also still have the buy rating, so still bullish, folks. So don't beat yourself up. It's still bullish on that. Plug Power is shaking up. Also, another article: Plug Power is also shaking up its existing convertible notable deals. What does it mean by that, right? So the stocks are in the spotlight release form on the K8. The March 12th were entered a private negotiated exchange agreements between some owners of its 3.5% of convertible notes due to in 2025 in exchange for 138 million dollars, and Plug will hold 140 millions for its new 7% of convertible notes on the K stated. The conversation of the new notes initially was 23 235,000 shares. The company's common stock was 100 in principal. So when you does that, raise capital like that, you did see some kind of dip like that. The transaction was expected to close on March 20th, and that's why you saw a big dip came in throughout the time of after 85 million shares were noted will be an outstanding. So something to keep an eye, because investors did got panic, looks like it, and they were putting, you had a big plump on that, and that was one of the reasons you had it, because of the notable shares or notable shares. So why it was slumming today, that is was actually three on Wednesday we started doing it, and I knew it's going to have more pullbacks coming in because of the common stocks exchange like that. But it is nothing to be worried about, nothing to be worried about. It is sometimes to raise capitals to figure out on their common stocks. It's very notable for the companies to do that, especially when they're trading on the penny level like this. But let's talk on the technical time, right? Let's talk on the technical side. What are we looking at it? Where are we heading? What are we doing coming up for that? Granted, a week was terrible week. If you are a bull, a bear, 100%, I love it. Well, I'm sure you guys loved it too, right? I don't love it because I'm a bull on this one. I do bear, but not on the stocks like this. But definitely, this is a part where we see that. I did have my trend line. We talked about we'll be touching it, and sure enough, when we turn, and then we had this crossover, and we pull back. So the only thing worried about it, if we drop anything lower than $3.25, the next level is going to be sitting right over here, and that's what's going to be my technical analysis. So what I'm going to do is clean up the chart a little bit and start getting up our trend horizontal lines ready, and that is going to be right over here, sitting roughly at about $3.09, $3.05 is going to be right here. And then the next level is definitely, it's going to be, I am not scaring you guys, I am just going based on the technical analysis, and it's going to be sitting at $2.83, and it's going to be sitting right here and that. So the next, that's our support levels. Why I have drawn a support level is because we had this crossover at $3.79, and we had a big drop came all the way. So now you will be seeing trading between here. If we start trading in between this channel right here, then the moving average is going to have a crossover. When you have this crossover up here as a 200-day moving average, and the blue line, which is my beautiful 60-day EMA sitting here, it is unfortunately a downtrend, but I think it is a short-lived downtrend. A short-lived downtrend it is here, nothing to be a major concern on that area. On the 3 months, you can clearly see that we did have this crossover as well. So clearly a big drop came over here, all the way up here, and it's going to reset back again. But we've seen it time and time. Even though when we had this, we pulled back all the way to $2.83. Then we made higher maybe regrowns on that. Kind of went to the oversold territory, but we see MACD still have these green bars, so means indicating is going to be testing these two levels, and none other than what I'm going to do is going to talk about our resistance that we're going to break out, and it's going to be sitting right over here. Actually, I'm not going to have it. That was my thing, but I'm not going to have it. The reason, because we got to destroy this moving average. You break out this moving average, this is your resistance level, which is the $5.53. In today on Friday, we closed at $5.33, and the next is going to be sitting at $6.64. So those are the two moving average on this week coming up to break it out. On the year to date, both to those is showing as unfortunately a downtrend, but I think it is a short-lived downtrend. A short-lived downtrend I'm not worried about it, because it usually doesn't sustain on that. But clearly see that we are struggling on the massive run down here, and you can see the pink line, which is the 200-day, has acted as a massive resistance, which is the $6.63. But there's a lot of uptrend, right? There's a lot of move that can be happening throughout that. But time and time on the earnings that will be coming up, well, not now, and earnings we already had just passed by, but something to keep an eye on when the next earnings come to see some rally. I am not saying the momentum is over. What I am saying is we will be trading sideways. We will be like how we traded between the sideways right here. So we're going to be seeing some trading sideways right up here before we make higher highs and higher lows on that. Kind of shift one more thing before I let you guys go is right here. MACD, even though we did have the seller, but it is not a lot of seller here. Buyers are still around, means a short interest did kind of picked up around this time right here. You can, when you had this crossover, but I think it's going to be short-lived with a short interest as well. That's why I am a bull, not a bear, because I'm and also invested on my long-term portfolio. I have not shown my shares yet. Next video I'm going to show my shares as well. So stay tuned on that. Please don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, and turn on the notification so you do not miss anything comes with the Plug Power. I'm heavily interested in other stock as a penny stock too, like Green Concept. I talked about Neo. I talk about Tesla. I talk about Nvidia. Even my on my radars are such as Boeing, Carnival, and also Costco is other three other stocks that are in my radar to jump in, but they are dipping right now, so always want to buy the stock when it's at the dip price. So thank you for watching it. Not a final advisor, is as I mentioned it, as also just a technical analysis and do my fundamentals. Right now for Plug Power, it is pulling it, but I think it is a short-lived pullback. So short-lived pullback, it is very common on that. And with Plug Power's news coming in, another money of boosting comes in from DOE, the Department of Energy, will make a lot of headways. So once again, thank you for watching it. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Whenever you're watching the video, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications, because without your support, I can't do anything with that. But I'd really, really appreciate it. I'm really sincere. I want to say thank you for any of you guys watching it. It means a lot to me. And I really appreciate it. So thank you.